guitar players, and welcome to Best Beginner Guitar Lessons. Today, if you're brand new to the guitar, just starting out, learning how to play, I'm going to share the number one tip that I give to all beginner guitar players. It's going to make learning much easier in the beginning, and you won't have to struggle so much with chords and dead notes and not making the chords properly, making them sound properly. The number one trick is to keep it simple in the beginning. Don't go in a million different directions. Keep it simple. Focus on what I recommend to be 3 or 4 chords. 3 or 4 chords. Learn those chords extremely well. And of course it does matter what those 4 chords are. And I'm going to talk about those today. Now, 4 of the most used chords when people are playing guitar are the G, and the C, and the D, and the E minor. Those 4 chords are used more than any other chords when playing guitar. They're the most widely used chords when playing guitar. G, C, D, and E minor. Now, when you're a beginner, in the beginning, to play the G, you have the 5th and 6th strings on the 2nd, 3rd fret. You've got the ring finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So they're spread out pretty good here on the G, okay? Okay, then when you go to C, you have to lift them up, bring the 1st finger and drop it way down to the 2nd string, and the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. See? And that's a big problem. When you're going from G to C, you see all that big movement. See that big movement there? Okay? So what I'm going to show you today, I like to use the 4-finger G. So what you have is the 1st finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, ring finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then the little finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. It's 4 fingers. Now you can play it just the 3 fingers. In other words, move your, do not play the 2nd string at all. Just move your ring finger off, or you can move your ring finger down to the 1st string. So you only have 3 strings. But I recommend the 4-finger method. Okay. The ring finger and little finger on the bottom 2 strings, 3rd fret, and the 1st finger is on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger is on the 6th string, 3rd fret. That's 4-finger G. Now remember, I just showed you that when you're going from G, when you're starting out, and you got to go to C, it's a big movement. You'll see that hand having to drop all the way down, and the fingers readjust to the C. Here's the tip. By playing the 4 fingers, which I like to do, I play it a lot. You can play either way, 4-finger version or the 3-finger, but I recommend the 4-finger because of this. These 2 will stay there locked in, and when you go to C, instead of having to do all this big movement, all that big movement back to the C, and then back to the G, all you have to do, playing the G 4 fingers, is move your 1st to 2nd finger down 1 string each. These 2 bottoms stay where they are. They don't move. So just drop the 1st to 2nd down 1 string each. A whole lot easier, isn't it? A lot easier. Now this is technically a C add 9, they call it. C add 9. But we're going to call it a C for this lesson. Okay? So that's all you have to do. If you got G, drop those 2 down to C. Oh, that's so much easier than this to C. Big movement. And that's where all the trouble comes in when you do that big movement, is being able to strum and keep that strum going while you're making that big chord change. And whereas here, you just moving your 1st, 2nd finger down, and then back up. G, C, G, C. Okay? Now, D chord. D chord, standard D. 1st finger's on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. 2nd finger's on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Your 3rd finger is on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Standard D. Now what we're going to do with this is pivot. What I mean by that, if you go back to your 4-finger G, okay, and instead of dropping down and making the standard D, okay, like this, where everything moves off and drops back down. If you play 4-fingered G, okay, the ring finger on the second string is already where it needs to be for your D chord. So here's what you'll do. You'll go G, okay, you'll bring your first and second finger down to the third and first string, and your little finger comes off, lifts off the first string. It opens up. There's a D. Now what's happening is this finger's not moving. You're going from a 4-fingered G to the D. Little finger comes up. First and second finger drop down to the first and third string, second fret for D. A lot simpler. A lot simpler. Just like that. Instead of this, have everything come up, including the ring finger. Okay. So you got G, 4 fingers, okay, to D, and again your ring finger stays where it's at, and just your first and second finger move to the third and first string, and that one stays down for D. A lot simpler. Here, see how easy that is? G, 4 fingers, D. The first finger, the little finger lifts. That one's already where it needs to be, and you just move your first and second finger down to the third and first strings, D. So here's what we're looking at. G to the C. First and second finger drop down. These two stay right where they are. Okay? And then when you go to D, your third finger's already where it needs to be. So you just lift your little finger up. The first and second finger go to the third and first string, and there's D. Just that simple. Without taking everything off like this. You just G to the D. And by having this one down, it makes it so much easier to control what strings you're going to. Now one thing I want to add, when you're playing, you're brand new, use the tip of your fingers, the very tip, not the inside, not the fleshy part, the very tip. So you let your arm by your side, relax, and let your hand come all the way around. Let your fingers touch just the tip of the finger to the string, and you don't have to press extremely hard, just enough to make it sound clear. You don't want to overpress, because that will cause a lot of pain in your fingers, and also get you very, very tired real quick. So what we have: G, drop first and second finger down, C. These two at the bottom stay for C. And then the third finger is already where it needs to be for D. Okay? Lift your little finger and bring your first finger down, second finger to the third and first string. You got D. So what you want to do, practice this. Start with G to C. First and finger, first, second, go down to D. So much easier. Go G, 4 fingers. C, drop first and second, drop, then D. So much easier than lifting all of the fingers. Okay? So you could first start with down strums till you get the chord sounding clear, and change from one to the other. And you do your chord change in between your strums, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Drop the first, second finger. These two at the bottom still where they need to be. 2, 3. Change D. I think you got the idea now. Back to G. 2, 3, 4. Change C. 3. D. G. And these chords, like I say, they're so popular. But you have to know how to play them this special way, okay? And by playing them this way, you're going to be able to play them cleanly and be able to play from one to the other much smoother, go from one chord to the other. Now, when we talk about strumming, we'll talk about that in another lesson, but think of strumming as timing. Don't try to learn where you'll see somebody say, this is a down, down, up, down stroke. Down, down, up, down. Don't think of strumming like that. Think of it as timing. You hear a song, you hear the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just let your wrist relax and let your your pick, go through the strings, smooth and even, and just get it going. Back and forth, just relax and strum. Pick a song you know how it goes, you know the rhythm, and listen to the beats, and then strum. Just like that. Don't worry about the down, down, up, down, all that sort of thing. That would totally confuse you. You sit there trying to remember, am I going 2 down and 1 up and 1 down? You sit there trying to worry about that, and you won't be able to make the chord change. You certainly won't be able to play the strumming pattern properly either. So, strumming is timing. Okay. Now, another tip: if you are playing with someone, say a piano player or another guitar player, and they're playing a standard C, okay, it's fine to play the C the way I just showed you here. They can play C, and then you can play it the way I just showed you. It's like that. You hear the similarity. Okay? So it's fine. If they're playing C, you can play C just like this. Okay? So keep that in mind. You can variation of the chord as long as you're playing the same chord, just in a little different form. You can do it. Change it up that way. Okay? So I hope this helps. G, C, and D. Very simple. So just sit and practice those 10 minutes a day. Don't over practice, folks. Don't under practice for sure, but 10 minutes, that's not much to ask. And you'll progress at a good pace, and you'll be playing chords and songs in a matter of days. I've got a lot of songs here on my YouTube channel that you can learn. They're easy for beginners. So take a look at those while you're here. One other thing I want to talk about. Like I say, if you're brand new to it, if you're a total beginner or been playing a little while, but you still just really early stages of learning chords, get your capo, guitar capo. The real use for a capo is to be able to change keys. If someone's singing in the key you don't know the chords to, you can take the capo and put it on here and across here and get to their key, but you can still play chords you know. Okay? That's what it's made for. But boy, the secret to it is this. Capo for a beginner or any guitar player is when you put it on here, it makes the strings closer to the fretboard. So when you go to press your strings, it's going to be like butter going on bread. Okay, butter going on bread. It makes it so easy. Man, you get your capo and put it like I've got on the 3rd fret here, and then play your chords. The capo is acting like this white piece, shifted down. So this would become your 1st frets, 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. So you play your chords still on 2nd, 3rd fret. Let's say we had G, 4 fingers, G. Play it there, you make your C, and then your D. So you hear the pitch raise, and the second thing it does for you is if you look at your guitar neck, you'll see as you move down, your frets start getting closer and closer and closer together. As you move down with the capo, it's reducing the distance you're having to make between your different notes to make your chord. So your fingers aren't spread apart as much. 2 super things. Ease of play by reducing the string height, and also reducing the distance between your fingers, fret to fret. The frets get closer. By all means, get you a capo. Not many teachers talk about it. I've been doing this for 40 years, and it's going to be your absolute best friend. Besides your guitar, the capo is going to become your next best friend. So get your capo. This is a Kaiser, K-Y-S-E-R. You can get them online, get them probably at your local music store. But by all means, get one. And you can put this thing anywhere you want to on the neck. And I'm going to talk about it using the capo in another video. You can put it all the way down to 5th fret, wherever you want it, and just play the chord. So, capo. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I want to try to help everyone that wants to learn how to play. brand new to the guitar, wanting to learn, but without all the frustration. You don't need to know hundreds of chords. You don't need to know bar chords. You don't need to know this scale or that scale. Keep it simple. Keep it with chords, the right chords. You have to know the right chords. You have to have somebody teaching you how to use those chords and what songs to use them in. And I can do that. Like I said, I've been teaching for over 40 years. I've taught thousands of students. So I'm glad to have this opportunity to be able to teach everyone who wants to learn. If you like this video and it's helped you, please share your comments below. Leave your comments and let me know how you enjoyed it, if it's helped you in any way. And if any of my other lessons are helping you, my channel here, Best Beginner Guitar Lessons, just leave your comments. Questions also. I'm glad to answer any questions you may be having in the beginning as a beginner guitar player. Learning guitar is not hard, and you can learn. Everyone can learn. Age is no factor. From I'd say 5, 6, 7 years old up to. I'm 71 now, and I've been playing for 40 years, and I'm enjoying it more now than I've ever enjoyed it. So anyway, leave your comments below. Please subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel grow. And give the video a like if you enjoyed it, if you got some benefit out of it. Down in the description, I have a link to my website, bestbeginnerguitarlessons.com. If you click that link, it'll bring you to my website. Enter your email there on the homepage and hit the little red button, and you're going to be brought to 38 step-by-step video guitar lessons. These are the same lessons I've used for over the many years to teach people here coming in my personal studio one-on-one how to play. I'm offering to you free of charge. Use them at your convenience. Go through them in order. And again, they're completely free. No charge. They're the full lessons. Take them step by step. Progress. Don't skip around. Just go in the order they're shown. And you'll be playing guitar in no time. I'm giving that as a free gift to everyone who's wanting to learn how to play. So until next time, don't forget, subscribe, like, leave your comments. Let's go play some guitar.